What's up, everyone? It's your girl Weeza, and welcome back to my world. Thanks to the pandemic, I feel like all of us have become our own baristas in our own house and have perfected our coffee recipes in the luxury of our own house. We all had to strive for ourselves and make ourselves a good cup of coffee at home, and I can admit that I've gotten really into coffee during this whole lockdown pandemic, and I've really just been adventurous and wanting to try different things with my coffee. And when Javy reached out to me talking about their microdose coffee concentrate, I was like, tell me more. Obviously, I'm curious and I want to know everything about this. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to debunk this Javy microdose coffee concentrate. I'm going to let you know what it is, how it's made, and what does it all mean, microdose coffee concentrate, and how does it differ than a regular cup of coffee. I'll also touch base a little bit on how this guy is manufactured and how they make it and all that kind of stuff. As well, I'm going to show you my caramel cold brew coffee recipe. Guys, I have perfected it. It is literally the best cold brew coffee caramel. I've been obsessed with caramel. It is literally the best caramel cold brew coffee recipe and the only one that you'll ever need. And I use Javy Coffee Concentrate to make it. So let's just get right onto this video. If you are interested in seeing me debunk Javy microdose coffee concentrate, then keep watching. So first thing, let's talk a little bit about Javy. Who are they? What are they? And what is this coffee concentrate stuff? Javy is a coffee company that produces something called Microdose Coffee Concentrate. And this means exactly what it sounds like. So it's a microdose or small dose coffee concentrate, a very concentrated version of coffee. So you put all this together and it means that you only need a small dose of coffee, which is super concentrated. You literally add a couple of teaspoons of that to your favorite liquid, be it milk or water, and bam, you got coffee. This coffee concentrate is 30 times more concentrated than a regular cup of coffee, and it has 100 mgs of caffeine per serving. So it is super concentrated. It is so concentrated that they even have a little warning label on it that says beware and use small doses because she's heavily concentrated. It also says right here on the bottle, it says packs a punch. I really like the branding of this bottle, and I totally just realized that I'm matching. I didn't even plan on wearing yellow. It just worked out like this. Just wanted to wear this sweater and yellow branding, yellow. Look at me, I'm on brand. As well, I wanted to check out the type of coffee that they used, and they use 100% Arabica beans, and these are actually sourced from Colombia from a place called the Coffee Belt. It's a really popular place where a lot of our coffee is actually made. So I'm also kind of a coffee newbie when it comes to different beans and what they mean. So I wanted to really look into what was an Arabica bean and what made it so much more different than just the regular smegular coffee that we get from Starbucks or something like that. I wanted to know what was so great about using Arabica beans. So it turns out that Arabica beans have 60% more lipids and twice the amount of sugar than regular coffee beans. Now these are all just natural sugars and natural lipids found naturally in these Arabica beans. So there's no actual added sugars or anything like that that is added to this coffee. It's literally just 100% straight up Arabica beans. Nothing artificial, just natural goodness. But it's also really important to know that these lipids and these sugars that are found naturally in Arabica beans are responsible for the flavor, the aroma, and the taste of the coffee itself. Since Arabica beans naturally have a little bit more sugar and a little bit more lipids in them, they tend to be a lot smoother and cleaner on the palate when you drink them, and a lot of people actually prefer them because they are smoother and they don't have that very bitter taste. So I thought that was actually really cool for them to use Arabica beans because I don't really like bitter coffee, and I really like the taste of this. So I thought that was really important to note and understand that this is Arabica beans, and the reason why they're not adding any sugar or anything like that, because they're naturally sweet. So I think that's really cool. The nerd in me was like, okay, so now that I know what Arabica beans are and the whole gist behind Javy Coffee, I need to understand how this concentrate is made and how it differs from a regular cup of coffee. So I perused the Javy Coffee website to try to find how this is made. And of course, it is a proprietary process. And if they shared this process with all of us, then we would all do it and then we wouldn't buy this product. But there is a very vague explanation, a very vague process, which I will explain to you guys now to kind of get your idea, get your feet wet, and understand how this coffee is actually made. Javy Coffee is made by a cold brew method. And it's exactly what we all think it is. You're literally cold brewing coffee. So what they do is they steep coarsely ground 100% Arabica beans into room temperature water and let it sit for 6 to 12 hours. The process of cold brewing coffee takes a lot longer than if you were to use hot water. Hot water is hot and heat tends to speed up reactions. It tends to be a catalyst for reactions, making it go quicker. That's why when you make hot coffee in the morning, it's made in minutes. When you use cold water, it takes a lot longer because the reaction doesn't move as quickly and it's just like taking its time. With quicker, faster, more heated reactions, we tend to lose some of that good stuff because they become water soluble or dissolved in water. When we actually brew coffee at higher temperatures, we tend to lose the oils, the caffeine, and fatty acids naturally present within the coffee. Therefore, you lose some of the taste of the coffee and it changes the taste of the coffee altogether. When brewing at colder temperatures, the reaction is slowed down and you're able to keep and lock in all of that good stuff. The caffeine, the oils, the fatty acids, they remain unchanged, and the coffee flavor that you get is more full-bodied. You get a higher caffeine concentration because it's not being dissolved in water, and the taste overall is just better. I was also doing a little bit of research and found out that a lot of people that drink hot coffee have like acid or get acid, and they don't drink hot coffee for that particular reason. It's because when you hot brew coffee, you tend to lower the pH overall and make it more acidic. Things are getting dissolved, the flavor changes, and the pH overall of that coffee changes. So a lot of people can't actually drink hot coffee for this exact reason because it upsets their stomach. We don't actually have that issue with Javy Coffee because it is cold brew, and any other coffee that uses the cold brew method will give you similar results. It won't be acidic, it'll be more full bodied, and you shouldn't have any stomach issues with any of that. So if you are one of those people that do experience like acid when they drink hot coffee, that is the reason, and you should switch yourself over to a cold brew coffee method. For the actual extraction process to extract all of the coffee goodness out of the coffee bean, we use something called steam extraction, followed by multiple filtration steps to give you beautiful coffee concentrate such as this. I won't get too much in the details of what is steam extraction because it is a very complicated process. Steam is made when water is put under pressure, and this simply just creates a very high pressure environment for the coffee to be extracted from and make the process a lot more easier to extract the coffee from the coffee beans. Okay, so it was actually really funny when I went up to the Javy website and I was like trying to do some research for this video. I saw that they explained that they use a steam extraction system, but they explained it by saying this: we won't bother you with the details, but just imagine a scientist with a Metallica tattoo, a cat, and a bunch of flasks and a lot of iterations. I thought that was really funny, and like if something that I remembered when I was on the website: a scientist with a Metallica tattoo, a cat, a whole bunch of flasks around him, and a lot of iterations. That, my friends, is steam extraction. So that completes the science part of this video. So we're gonna go into my kitchen now and I'm gonna show you my wonderful caramel cold brew morning coffee, what gets me going in the morning. And guys, I'm telling you, this is the best, and this may be the only caramel coffee cold brew recipe that you ever need in your entire life. And literally it takes 30 seconds to make. It's so simple, and I'm gonna share it with you guys today. So I'm gonna show you guys my recipe. Let's head on over to my kitchen and I'll see you in 2 seconds. To start, we're gonna froth up a little bit of creamer. This is literally the best frother ever. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in getting one. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of creamer in that frother and let it froth as we make our coffee. I'm gonna grab my caramel syrup and put it all over the glass and add some ice. Grabbing my Javy coffee, I put in about 2.5 tablespoons today. Then top up the glass about 2/3 of the way full with water. Add a little bit more creamer just for flavor, and then our froth is done, and you can see how beautiful that is. I'm just gonna add it right on top. A little bit of caramel on top because why not? Add our straw, stir it all together, and there you go. The perfect iced caramel coffee. My final thoughts on Javy coffee is that I really like it, and my favorite way to drink it is over ice, like colder than cold. It's actually really funny because all of my other drinks, like I'm a room temperature kind of girl. I like my water room temperature, I like a lot of drinks room temperature, but when it comes to iced coffee, and if I'm gonna have an iced coffee, I need it the coldest it could possibly be. I don't know, call me crazy, but that's just the way it is. For me, I see myself using this the most camping, going out like on vacation, or like putting it into my drawer at work because sometimes the work coffee is like not good and like trash. Like, let's just be real here. So putting this in your drawer at work or taking it camping with you or on vacation with you is literally gonna save your life because you can have it either hot or cold, and it's super easy to drink. Just a couple teaspoons, 1 or 2 teaspoons in a cup of water or milk, and boom, you got coffee. Also, I really like the idea that you can bake with this. I haven't baked with it or haven't like cooked with it. I don't have any like coffee inspired recipes. So if you guys have any of those, please leave them down in the comments down below, and I would love to try them. Like, I don't know, coffee cake. Apparently like people like saute vegetables using coffee. I don't know, like if you know any cool recipes, please let me know in the comments down below, put the links, all of that stuff. I'm super interested to try, and maybe we can make like a next video cooking with Javy or something like that. In terms of caffeine, I think it is enough. I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so I don't need a lot, but I take 2 tablespoons always, and it is more than enough for me. The flavor is really good. It's just overall a really good product, and I really did enjoy it. I think if you are a coffee lover and you enjoy being adventurous with your coffee and trying new things, I definitely think you should give this a try. It's super customizable, super versatile, and you can do a lot of things with it. So I really like that aspect. I like the whole customizable thing, and just being able to put more or less on days that you need it. Some days are rough, and some days we may need an extra boost of caffeine, so we'll just put another shot, put 3 tablespoons instead of 2, and we're good to go, good to take on our day. So I love things that are customizable like that, because I don't need to just be doing that one thing that one way. Who says that you need to do it that one way? You gotta do you gotta do what makes you happy, and some days you just need the caffeine. So 1 tablespoon if you want it, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, heck, 4 tablespoons if you want. You do you. But overall, I think this product is super fun and super cool, and I definitely think you should give it a try. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned a little bit more about coffee, the brewing process, and the science behind coffee concentrate. Let me know if you've tried Javy coffee before and what you think of it, or if you tried other coffee concentrates. How are we feeling about this? Let me know in the comments down below, and we can get to chatting. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you on my next one. See ya!